Uh, I happen to see this, and I want to talk about it because it's a good opportunity to shit on cops. But can someone explain to me in chat what who culture war criminal is? I'll wait. Who is culture war criminal? I want a concise explanation of who this person is. Not invoke Mutt's law. I went the entire time without invoking Mutt's law. Okay. Some Spurg, the other Quick, our white savior, Ralph's butt buddy. I thought they didn't like each other anymore because of Nick Fuentes. Ex-Killstream host at Groypers in the Fuentes Fag, untold. So he made a Telegram post saying that Fredrick Brennan was, I'll read it. Breaking: Fredrick Hot Wheels Brennan, 8chan founder, has been shot dead in Tucson, Arizona. And there's like a clip here of like a guy in a wheelchair being shot by police. To which Fredrick replied, fake news, spells legal name wrong, which is true. Fredrick, for whatever reason, Fredrick was very, very particular about this. I used to call him Frederick as well, with the E after Fred. And he really, really hates that. He really hates being called Frederick. He insists on it being called Frederick without the second E. So he points that out immediately. Spells his legal name wrong. Uses offensive Chan culture nickname, which is Hot Wheels in this case. Oh, this Roblox guy. He lives here in Tucson. Did you kill this cripple, Ruben? Is this you guy? Weirdly implies I'd be in Tucson, and implies I'm broke enough I need to shoplift or that I'd get caught. How dumb do you think I am? So I want you guys to see this cripple get murdered. Warning, graphic content. Okay, wait, watch this, watch this. We're at 6 seconds. This is the car sitting in his squad car. He comes out. He gets out. He runs over to the cripple. He's got a knife in his other hand. His friend over there says, who's already pointing a gun at this guy in the motorized wheelchair, about 3 yards from him.
Not going to the store, sir.
Guy is wheeling and dealing straight into that looks like a Walmart gardening section with a knife in his hand. Now he's a cripple. He's unable to walk. He's in this motorized chair. Then they pull. Okay, our cop pulls out his gun. And the guy pauses and he leans over to look around because he's a cripple and he can't look behind him and he can't like rotate his chair. So as he's leaning forward, right here, 8 shots in case you're wondering. Oh, maybe 9. He's hunched over. You can see like his back is like deformed because he's like a hunchback. And whack onto the ground. Let's get a second angle of that footage. Guy's rolling up. Fucking dead. Just fucking dead. His pack of smokes scattered on the ground. And then I love this. Here, this cop is so good at his job. Oh, kill confirmed, Tango down. We're bringing this one in alive. And then he puts his arms behind his back. This cripple has been shot 8 fucking times. Point blank range, less than a yard behind him, directly into center mass from his shoulder. And he's sitting here like, oh, time to cuff him. And this guy's like limp like a fucking, like a rubber chicken squeak toy. He's just dead. And this asshole is handcuffing him. What I really like is this part, like right here. Ready? The cop is still holding his gun, but his arm, like over the times that the other guy is shooting, his arms like sink to the ground, and there's like seconds of just stunned disbelief. He's thinking like, this was probably unnecessary. This was probably. I'm so glad. I'm really upset that I'm here because now I have to file out a report. I have to explain what happened to the Bureau of Internal Affairs for our department. I have to explain this asshole's decision making. Like what a nightmare. What an absolute disaster. I'm just thinking like it's a cripple in a chair with a gun or with a knife. Maybe he's faking it. Maybe it's a ploy. He really wants to stab a cop. So his grand scheme is to buy this motorized wheelchair, so that when they get close to him to try and help him in this situation, he can jump out of his chair and go, on guard, and stab the cop in the face, right? Maybe that's his scheme. But then it's like, okay, if that's what you're afraid of, you have two people there. There's no threat. It's not like once he crosses that barrier, it's going to tripwire a bomb that blows up the Walmart or something. He can go into the Walmart just fine. No, but it's not a serious risk if that happens. So it's like, okay, here's some things that you could do. You could probably just hold on to that thing. Well, it's pretty big. I think Fredrick had the exact same one. I don't know if you can actually like stop it if you try to hold on to it without putting your hands at risk. And if your delicate hands are afraid of getting stabbed by the hunchback, okay, Mr. Shooty Man can hold his gun. This other cop can get a broom, right, and just poke at the cripple until he gets really frustrated. He'll start swinging his knife at you, but you have a broom. You have a reach advantage here. He's a cripple. So just keep poking him until he drops his knife. Or just bat at his arm until he winces and drops his knife. And then use the broom to like skedaddle the knife away in a different direction. There are things that you could my point is here, this is not the most tactically sound tactic. My thing of poking them with the broom. Look, a lot of problems in my life can be solved with a broom, as many of you know. But I think this is also one that calls for the broom. Just poke at him. He's a cripple. Don't do this. Whatever the fuck. Don't like walk up to him. There is like no delay. What is the fear here? Why do you keep shooting him? He's like, he like keeps shooting him because he's like moving still, and I guess he's trained to keep shooting until he stops moving. But he's clearly just like lurching forward because he's immediately murdered. He's executed by this shot. This is why you don't trust the cops. I don't like I just know those guys have an annual salary of like $36,000 a year. They have a high school degree. They are not like, college educated 4-year degree, police science, like criminal justice graduates who know how to disarm a situation. This guy's name is Abdul. He has been given his gun. He intends to fire his weapon. He has a GED and he gets paid about as much money as one of those employees in that the Walmart greeter talking to him probably gets paid as much money as Abdul does. He is going to fucking gun you down for whatever reason or no reason at all in this case. So no, fuck cops. I don't know. I don't think does any cops actually listen to this? There's 1,700 people. Theoretically, mathematically, one of them has to be law enforcement, right? I'm sure that my FBI shadow is in here. He's not allowed to tell me that he's shadowing me, though. I hope not. The American gets shot. We're all feds. Play the entire thing. That is the entire thing, dude. I'll play it one more time in case you're not done seeing this guy get shot. Gets out of the car at 6 seconds. Runs over.
Not going to the store, sir.
Stop now. You need to
At 23 seconds, the entire magazine has been emptied into him. Woman cop that I think is our point of view is just like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I didn't even realize this. Look at this. Look at his angle. Well, that's not a safe backdrop. You can shoot that redhead that's the Walmart greeter. If the Walmart greeter got shot too, that would be fucked up. You could have fucking blasted that ginger. And there he is. So long, my friend. Knew ye well. Yeah, they had fuck that. Fuck cops. That's my biggest reservation about coming back to the U.S. is that I know that the United States has like millions of cops, and they're all fucking retarded, and they all have guns. And if someone finds out where I live, they just go like, "Oh, this guy is a pedophile. He's got like a child sex dungeon, and it's completely full of grenades, and he's like a Nazi." And then you have like 8 Officer Abduls fresh out of the police academy with their guns at the ready, and it's just like, what a nightmare. But then again, I guess Europe has the same thing, so I don't know.